Richard Marsh, born Richard Bernard Heldman on October 12, 1857, in North London, was a popular British author in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, best known for his supernatural thriller, The Beetle 1897. Though largely forgotten today, during his lifetime Marsh's work was highly regarded and he enjoyed considerable success as a writer of popular fiction. His varied body of work includes mystery, horror, adventure and crime novels appealing to the broad taste of the Victorian reading public. Marsh was born into a middle-class Jewish family. He adopted the pseudonym Richard Marsh in the 1880s after a scandal that saw him imprisoned for forgery. In order to start afresh and protect his reputation, he left behind his birth name and began writing under this pen name. The details of his early life and reasons for changing his name were not widely known, as he preferred to keep that chapter of his life private. Marsh's literary career began with a series of short stories and adventure novels, which he published in popular magazines of the time. His breakthrough came with The Beetle, a novel that tells the story of a shape-shifting creature capable of controlling and terrorizing its victims. Released in the same year as Bram Stoker's Dracula 1897, The Beetle was, for a time, even more popular than Stoker's work, reflecting the late Victorian fascination with the supernatural, the exotic and anxieties around the unknown. Set in London, The Beetle explores themes of imperialism, gender and power, offering readers a blend of horror, mystery and adventure. The novel's atmospheric tension and eerie tone captivated audiences, and it remained in print for several decades, influencing the Gothic horror genre. Beyond The Beetle, Marsh was a prolific writer, producing over 80 novels and numerous short stories in his lifetime. He had a talent for creating suspenseful, plot-driven stories that tapped into contemporary fears and interests. Many of his works were serialized in popular periodicals, allowing him to maintain a high profile among readers. His writing often mixed genres, blending mystery with supernatural elements or infusing adventure with crime-solving narratives. Despite his popularity, Marsh's literary style and themes were largely in line with the conventions of popular fiction at the time, and he did not receive the same lasting critical recognition as some of his contemporaries. His works fell out of fashion by the mid-20th century, and his name gradually faded from public memory, despite the early success he had enjoyed. Marsh married Ada Kate Bourne in 1886, and the couple had 6 children. He was known to be a dedicated family man, and much of his later life was spent writing prolifically to support his large family. The pressures of producing work at such a rapid pace may have limited his ability to develop more complex literary themes, though he remained committed to entertaining his readers with suspenseful and engaging stories. Richard Marsh died in 1915 at the age of 57. Though his legacy has been overshadowed by other authors of the period, he remains an interesting figure in the history of Gothic and popular fiction. His best-known novel, The Beetle, has undergone a modest revival in recent years, drawing interest from scholars and readers of Gothic literature for its exploration of societal fears and its strange, supernatural antagonist. Today, Marsh's work is studied as part of the broader tradition of late Victorian popular fiction, and The Beetle continues to intrigue readers as a fascinating counterpart to the more famous Dracula. Though his name may not be widely remembered, Marsh's contributions to the genres of horror and mystery, as well as his ability to captivate Victorian audiences, make him an important figure in the history of British fiction.